Hi guys, so Mamie, I feel guided to come on and do a reading for the Masculine Collective. Okay, so Spirit, what is it this Masculine Collective needs to see and hear at this time? What does this Masculine Collective need to see and hear? Thank you, Spirit. And we are going to start with the Shaman. Beautiful. And just set the cards on the book, but here we go. The view of the universe. Actually, I'm just going to read this part. You may hear the beat of a drum or the song of the wind. It may be dancing of light on water or the midnight barking of the fox. But whatever awakens your desire to return to the wild, the shaman within you is ready for initiation into the mysteries. This may manifest itself in the form of a desire to study an esoteric science or philosophy and apply what you learn to the world. It may involve travel for the sake of gaining confidence and experience. But however the desire to begin a new spiritual chapter emerges, you are now in an emotional and intellectual position to bring forth real change in your life for the benefit of everyone. This process of focusing, mediating, and applying wisdom from the other world to everyday reality is the true work of the shaman. So the shaman is about the beginning of the spiritual journey. Okay. Next we have the woodward that came out. So I feel like this is confirming that you are indeed on a spiritual journey for whoever this is meant for. I love that 1 came out and then 11 came out. Okay, so you may be seeing 111 if this is your reading. Okay, through adversity or the process. Oh, this is pages 58 and 59. Those numbers could be relevant. Through adversity or the process of rebalancing in life, we find courage within ourselves that flows from an unknown source. Sometimes that courage has to do with facing unavoidable truth or dealing with a person or problem that no amount of physical confrontation or emotional bravery will resolve. The woodward strength, drawn from nature's inherent power to renew and overcome, is needed if we are to foresee what is to come and wait upon the turning of the seasons. Sometimes, when faced with a challenging situation, we must find our own inner backstop, the point from which we will not retreat or from which we can move forward with quiet confidence. The Wildwood ethos has much to teach humanity about calm, resolute strength. Okay, so I feel like here you're being guided to stand in your calmness. Your calmness is your strength and your power, okay? Now we have Ace of Vessels, the waters of life, and that is a beautiful card. Well, all the cards in this deck are beautiful, but that one's, oh my goodness, I just noticed the swans in the background of it. Oh, next to the waterfall, there's swans. Oh my goodness. So twin flamey. Okay. Ace of Vessels, Ace of Vessels. I'm getting distracted. Find my vessels. Here we go. Right. Here we go. The Ace of Vessels. The waters of life retain the ancient wisdom ready for reawakening. The moonlit pond of the universal soul retains all memory, ready to renew the inspired quest. Okay, so it feels like you're ready for this quest that you're going on. Okay, and then we have 14 balance. And this card goes along so well with the Yogi Oracle. We got dragon-like snakes here and a dragon. Okay, sorry, I just can't help myself. I notice stuff like that. Okay, but let me read balance to you. And this is in the Major Arcana. This would be Temperance in the Rider-Waite Tarot. Balance would be Temperance. Okay, pages 64 and 65, those numbers could be relevant to you. You must be balanced and patient. The time is right to rest and contemplate all the facets of your existence. To continue now, you must be still and calm. Finding the inner balance that will enable you to see beyond the present state is a process of trust and confidence in your own strengths. These facets may include the parts of your psyche that you would rather not deal with, but no amount of denial will rid you of the need to absorb and reclaim them. Balance is absolutely necessary to free the inner self from the fears and self-doubts that keep us spiritually deaf, dumb, and blind. Once the natural state of balance is achieved, the plateau that will give you access to the higher self will be open before you. Okay, now I'm going to pull from the Wild Unknown Tarot. So, Spirit, what else does this masculine collective need to see and hear at this time regarding their journey? What else does the masculine collective need to see and hear, Spirit? Okay, thank you, Spirit. Okay, so we're going to start with the Six of Wands. This must be the Six of... So, oh look, what were the chances I would flip directly from the Six of Wands to Six of Swords? Oh my goodness. Hope at last, travel. Okay. We got hope at last, travel. The Six of Swords is a card indicating a recovery from difficult times. Hope is on the horizon. Things will get better. It's important to rest, revitalize, and surround yourself with joyful friends. Plan a trip, short or long. Even getting out of town for the weekend will further lift your spirits. Okay, so you're being guided to go on a little trip. Next, we have the Daughter of Pentacles, and this is a doe for the Daughter of Pentacles. Yes. That's right, daughters before son. Pages 154 and 155 could be, those numbers could be relevant to you. Responsible, kind, and supportive. You'll usually find the Daughter of Pentacles behind the scenes rather than out in the spotlight. Though quite shy, she's extremely hardworking and responsible. She handles details and logistics well. People depend on her. She has vast amounts of inner strength like all of the Pentacles family. The daughter thrives when in nature. Okay. So this could be the person you're connected to that it's referring to that thrives when in nature. It could be referring to you, though. It may be guidance to be out in nature. Next, we've got the Sun, the happiest card in the deck. Beautiful. Number 21 in the Major Arcana. Oops. How quickly I forget it's in the back of the book on this one. Here we go. Vitality and enlightenment. Pages 202 and 203. Those numbers could be relevant to you. Imagine for a moment that you're soaking in the warm rays of the sun. It feels nourishing and healing. All your aches and pains just fade away. The sun card brings this amazing energy into your life. Vitality and health abound while you feel assurance and clarity in all you do. Spend some extra time outside today. Be grateful for the radiance of the sun and the life force it gives all creatures. Okay, so make sure you are spending time in the sun today. And the final card coming out, number 11 in the Major Arcana, Strength. Beautiful. Strength, and I think that's what it said the woodward was. Yeah, woodward, number 11. Strength, number 11. Okay, and this is on pages 186 and 187. So those numbers could be relevant to you. Mastery of emotions. It's common to think of this card as the roaring, devouring side of the lion. But look again. The strength this card suggests is a much deeper force that's found within. The lion represents our most patient, composed self. He's a master of focus, compassion, and self-control. When this card comes up, you're in need of harnessing this power for yourself. All the courage you need can be found in the muscle known as the heart. Very beautiful. Live through the heart and you will find all the courage you need, okay? Finally, I am going to pull from the Yogi Oracle. So Spirit, what final messages does this collective need to see and hear regarding their journey at this time? Any final messages on the masculine journey? Thank you, Spirit. So we only got 2 cards that came out of this one. So we start with Dora Tabo. Says Muddy Field Monks, regret, attachment, lingering affection. And this is another card that keeps coming out in my readings for the masculine. Okay, so let's see. I don't have it memorized yet, so we're going to read it. Okay, clinging desperately to the past. Rising up from a forgotten rice field, the Dora Tabo thrusts his hand into the air and cries out, longing for what once was. He clings to the past, unable to let go of his mistakes and what has been lost. This yokai warns that holding on too tightly to what is gone can muddy your present and block your path forward. The phrase Myron Gamashi captures the burdens of deep-rooted emotional attachments to the past. The Dora Tabo card asks you to examine any unresolved anger, resentment, guilt, and regret, or a difficult relationship you just can't let go of. The first step is to identify and name these clingy burdens. Then you can break the cycle and work on releasing them. Reflection. What attachments or memories might be holding you back, and how can you begin to let them go? Okay, so that is something that only you can figure out for you, right? But we all have attachments. Like as humans, we come into life, we all grow attachments to things, and it's learning to let go of those attachments. I forgot to mention this is page 47, and 4 and 7 is another 11. So 11s are very relevant to you right now, Divine Masculine, on your path. Definitely pay attention to when and where you're seeing these 11s, because they're a definite message for you. And you do need to be paying attention, because that's how you get guidance from the universe. Okay, we've got Karakasa Abaki, Umbrella Ghost, quirkiness, hidden purpose, and discovery. I love quirkiness. I do. So let's find Okay, no, gotta be right there. Umbrella Ghosts. Here we go. Pages 76 and 77. Those numbers could be relevant to you. The use and uselessness. A weathered and broken umbrella hops around ludicrously on one hairy leg, its single eye darting about, its tongue dangling. Meet the Carcasa Obaki, a yokai that offers a jolt of surprise and a bellyful of laughter to the unsuspecting. This dilapidated parasol may have been tossed out, but it still has a purpose. The ancient Zen proverb, the use and uselessness, captures the wisdom of finding value where none seems to exist. Likewise, this card invites you to see beyond the surface. Cast-off objects can be repurposed in seemingly unproductive acts like daydreaming or spending time in nature are actually essential for your mental and creative well-being. Embrace imperfection and find a creative use for something that seems utterly useless. Reflection. Where can you let go of preconceived notions and find value in the unconventional? Okay, so there you go, masculine. There is something for you to reflect on for the day. I'm going to leave this reading here. I thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.